Hey guys, it's Warren. Tonight, tonight gonna play Assassin's Creed Odyssey again. Episode 9 now. Um, I wanted to start streaming earlier, but I had to do some online training stuff for work, which I was kind of behind on, and still haven't got finished. About two-thirds of the way through everything I have to do, and yeah, I just can't focus on that anymore. And I wanted to stream at least a little bit tonight. Um, Probably, I would say there's a good chance I'm going to be able to stream tomorrow. Not for certain, but I would say a good chance. Oh, I remember where we left off last night. Left off after finding Elpinor, heading towards the Oracle of Delphi. When I was switching out discs in my PS4 Pro, because I had a Tom and Jerry DVD in my PS4 before Odyssey, so I hit eject to push out the Tom and Jerry DVD, and I got out my Assassin's Creed Odyssey case and then the Tom and Jerry DVD case, and opened an Assassin's Creed Odyssey case, and I accidentally put the Odyssey disc in the Tom and Jerry case before I took out the Tom and Jerry DVD, so I just got things kind of mixed up there, and I thought it was funny. I laughed a little bit at it. Today here in Duluth, the city of Minnesota I live in, we're right on Lake Superior, which is the largest lake in the U.S. And Canada, I believe, and the largest body of fresh water in the whole world. We've had a storm here today, and kind of started last night, but basically just a lot of heavy wind, like really strong wind. The rain itself wasn't that bad, like it wasn't like a hardcore downpour or anything, but the wind was just very bad. And with Lake Superior, with the amount of water that's in Lake Superior, if wind kicks up, there can be like insane waves. We have a we have an area of town here called the Lake Walk, which is this like kind of a scenic path you can walk along Lake Superior, the edge of the lake, and the Lake Walk. That part was just completely flooded. I don't know how many inches of Lake Superior's water got kind of blown up onto the lake walk. And then Canal Park is kind of a big tourist area here in Duluth. I mean, really anyone goes there. It's just when people travel to Duluth, they almost always go to Canal Park because it's an area where there's quite a few different restaurants, some different like local shops, and multiple hotels there, but there's like the main street, which I can't think of the street. I think it's Lake Avenue. I think Lake Avenue just like continues down like South Lake Avenue. But anyways, like the kind of central street of the Canal Park area, the water of Lake Superior just got like blown up into it. Canal Park was flooded. There were like stores had their doors shut, so water wouldn't go in, and I imagine some stores had already closed. But I saw a picture on Facebook. It was like an aerial capture photo, so it was captured somehow from the air, and the water was, it was like creeping up on the doors of stores. So, and like this isn't even the rain. The rain itself wasn't bad. It was like normal rain. Just the wind was so bad kicking up Lake Superior that it brought the water of the lake up onto land and started flooding places. Um, but yeah, other than that, the rest of Duluth is fine. Um, well, actually, I shouldn't say that. The wind, like I've said this already quite a few times, but the wind really was severe. Like I've seen I've seen pictures on Facebook, Snapchats from people of trees are like snapped in half, blown over around Duluth. I've seen like kind of traffic type signs, traffic cones, just blown over everywhere. one of my friends sent me a Snapchat earlier today of I think she was going to I think she was going to work or coming from work or something, but she was driving and in a neighborhood she saw this tree. I don't know what kind of tree it was. It wasn't a pine, probably an oak or some kind of big common tree like that, but the tree wasn't snapped in half. Like the entire roots of the tree and the chunk of like ground and dirt surrounding the roots, just the entire ground and tree got ripped out of the ground by the wind. Like an intact tree just blown over from wind. So um I haven't heard of any like collateral damage like to cars or houses or anything. Um but yeah, there is that like trees being destroyed by the wind and the flooding, but aside from that, um yeah, I guess Duluth is more or less okay. But yeah, so we've had kind of intense weather here today. I just thought that was kind of an interesting thing to share, something different to talk about on the stream. But done with that now, so guess we'll go. I remember I was making a path. Oh, excuse me. Making a path of some question marks, kind of circling around till getting to here. Finish that. Yeah, I did finish that. That. It's blacksmith here. So I feel like a lot of this, like you see how it looks all mountainous, I feel like it just stays that way until you actually go to it. Because like this part was all mountainy like this, but then when we actually got here, it turned into like Kefalonia. So I guess like as we unlock places, mountains will turn to land. I think I was trying to get up to the second level of bounty. So we know these. Oh, and they're quite a bit above us now, so... The wind has finally calmed down enough to where I'm pretty sure I'm able to crack my window. I've got it cracked, but if I hear kind of noises or the window just under a lot of pressure like it was last night, then I'll probably close it.
Here, statesman. I don't suppose you could use a mercenary's help today?
My friend, a commander. They say he went mad at the festival and attacked another officer.
The sting of mania. He did something to displease the gods.
He saved my life. He must be freed. I'll bribe the other officer. Or kill him. I won't see one moment of madness ruin a good man.
And you need a Misthios to kill him?
No, just bring this to him.
It won't be easy, but I'll take care of it.
Thank you. Please be discreet.
I should get going.
I didn't even know there was like a quest here. I just went up to see these guys and then hit talk and, well, got a quest. Okay, so it's up there anyways. Castalian Fountain. But it's gonna be an animal cave. Oh no! Oh, Cave of Kratos. Well, we did hear Elpenor mention Deimos. I thought it was pronounced Deimos. But in the God of War games, Deimos is Kratos' brother. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think so. I mean, this is ancient Greece after all, and Greek gods are what God of War is based off of, except for the one that came out in April. That one is tying into Norse mythology. And like, as far as mythology goes, like, there's a variety of gods, but I think different regions kind of have gods of similar function. Like Zeus being a Greek god, I would say Odin from Norse mythology is kind of comparable to him, or Roman gods are named after planets, or some of them at least, like Jupiter, Mars, Venus. It's like the god Jupiter, which I'm not really familiar with Roman mythology, but the Roman god Jupiter is like a counterpart to a Greek god or a Norse god. So, like, I feel like the Cave of Kratos, like this, could be a bit of an Easter egg, but also just kind of a regular reference to something. You know, maybe if we find like a special sword or something here, like a piece of armor, something specific like that, then maybe... I feel like for naming a location the Cave of Kratos, that it would be kind of inherent, smart at least, to do something like put a nice little Easter egg in here, or some, like, direct reference to God of War. Like, I'll be disappointed if there's not some kind of Easter egg or reference here. Okay, that's not working. Nope. No! What? Oh my god, I didn't want to do that. So I'm gonna have to go... to go all the way up. If I can go up. No! No, I don't want to do that. Maybe this is my Easter egg. No, that doesn't look very Easter eggy to me. I better be able to go back up. Okay. Well, I guess we're not going back up. Wait. Maybe now. No. Guess we're not going back up.
There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
I feel like I should have quick saved. Hey, welcome to the person that just came on. A lot of tinkles. No, I'm not trying to do pull-ups. I thought I got everyone. So far, I haven't really found anything Easter egg-ish that would reference anything from God of War or Kratos, which is kind of disappointing, but I mean, still a little bit of this cave left, so maybe I should kind of pay attention. Because if Ubisoft didn't put an Easter egg in here, again, that would kind of disappoint me. So I think we looped back around here. Or maybe not. I feel like this is no for leveled area for me. Hot gates of thermopylae. Spartan. Spartan leadership. Challenge hard. Challenge normal. I would have to go a ways for that. Bay of Xerxes. There's nothing really here indicating this is over or over my level or not. But this is where the opening scene of the game was, because here are some of my screenshots from the very beginning. I guess I can make a save and then head over there and see how it goes. Maybe I'll run into enemies that'll tell me whether or not this is an area I should be in.
All my life I've heard stories of Leonidas. I can't believe I'm finally seeing where history was made.
Blood. Oh, I can't dive here.
This is where Leonidas was laid to rest. I wish I had known him.
Maybe it would be better standing. Enough of auto mode for now.
You!
Come on, Smokey. I don't know how that was a headshot kill, but okay. Oh, we'll come back there later. I hear another Smokey.
Come on.
I should check out some of the new gear I got, even though I think most of it is common gear. I like that one better. Too bad it's common.
Hey! Ella!
I killed like 3 at once.
Come on. Let's go. Yeah! Ella. Off we go now.
Smokey.
Come on.
There.
Come on. Ella. You.
Tracos the Delusive Baker. Just looking at something on my phone here. Oh, didn't mean to hit that. Sorry about that. It's not too far above me. Said Tracos, the Delusive Baker, was known for making delicious bread, but the war made resources hard to find, forcing him to raise prices. Customers dwindled, changed the recipe. So he poisoned it? Travels the world with the Lynx committed. Oh, okay, so he has a Lynx that follows him. More damage from fire. I don't know why he wouldn't be hunting me right now, since I have one bounty level.
Hold up. Come on. Easy.
So I was reading about siding with the Athenians versus Spartans online for Odyssey, and it said from what I read, you can side with one, both, or neither. Like in the sense of conquest battles, for Megaris, you kind of automatically fight for Sparta, but from there on, you can kind of go between Sparta, Athens. If you fight with an attacker, it's going to be tougher, but you get twice the rewards. If you fight as a defender, it's going to be easier, but you get half the rewards. And what I read when it said you can side with one, both, or neither, is the whole premise of the game is you're more so a mercenary rather than someone who ends up taking a side. So I guess, I mean, kind of right now, I want to side with the Spartans, but I also just kind of want the most rewards. No, I just saved, but we'll save again.
Misthios, if it's Drachmi you seek, join us in our coming battle to conquer Spartan borders.
My spear is yours.
We'll make good use of it. Now, on to victory.
Today, Sparta will bleed! One last effort!
Okay, so these guys are level 14. Don't really know what that cutscene was about. Oh, the cutscene was him. don't think we're gonna win this one.
Come and test your skills against a real fighter!
Oh, fuck.
You don't have the skill to beat me.
I think we need to level up to, like, level 13. Try to complete Battlefield. Okay, we'll come back to this. I took this more so as kind of an unexpected opportunity, since when we came out of the cave, we came out to there. No, wanted some of the horse.
Off we go now.
Maybe I can fast travel closer. I think that's what I was trying to do. Yeah, we'll just fast travel here. Supposed to go? Oh, over here. It's kind of hard to see the marker. Wonder if the enemies respawn. Yep, they respawned. Well, might as well take out some guys while we're here. Get some more experience. No, it can't cook save. think it's too far away. It's not really registering. Well, they got all their health back. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we can do like a drop attack. Oh no, that must be one of the ones I shot. Oh fuck. It's like the Conquest battle all over again. They all have fucking shields. Haha! Nope. I don't even have enough stamina to kick him off. Now I do. I love that. Recruit. I don't know what bonuses he offers. No. So, now, back to our task at hand. No more smoky. Sometimes I think I can get a good shot and then I end up not really being interested in it. Spider, no! Rabies. Rabies. You missed out on kind of the introduction I made in the beginning of the video. One thing I said was before this, I wanted to start streaming earlier, but before this, I was doing some online training for one of my jobs that I'm kind of behind in, and I did it for like a few hours straight, just couldn't do it anymore, and oh, well, I should be doing that right now instead of playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, doing this instead, but one of the things I went over, like one of the segments I did was bloodborne pathogens, just stuff about infectious diseases and how to prevent it, and rabies came up as one of those. Like, it didn't go in depth into rabies, but it was just kind of mentioned as a disease that's kind of possible to transmit.
Get out of here!
I don't know, I kind of panned out there.
I hope this oracle gives better news than the one in Sparta.
There's a lot to do here. Oh, we're right by a blacksmith. It's right there. I wonder if spiders are like a creature that can contract rabies. I don't think they are. Like, if you think about mosquitoes, I mean, mosquitoes are known to carry West Nile, but could a mosquito get rabies or transmit rabies? I don't think so. No, I don't really think spiders could transmit rabies because they're so small, and rabies is transmitted primarily by saliva. And like if anything tried to bite a spider, they'd just eat the spider because spiders are so small. But yeah, so considering that spiders most likely can't get rabies, I guess if you have enough spiders, you could take an army against all rabies-infected creatures. Got a lot of trade stuff to sell.
What would you like?
Also, when the stream cuts out like that, it's just to check comments while I stream. I just press the share button, and then in broadcast settings, there's a view comment section. So then you can still hear what I say through my microphone, but while I check my comments, you just can't see any of the game. Yeah, we'll see about that. If I get enough hamsters will probably eat your spiders. A lot of people don't know that hamsters are actually omnivores. Like if you give them stuff like dried mealworms or even live mealworms, like live small insects, or like plain boiled chicken or hard boiled eggs, hamsters will eat that stuff. So I imagine hamsters would eat a spider. Okay, so we're not selling that. Not doing any of that because it's all common. Not doing
Thanks for stopping by.
legendary gauntlets too. I couldn't remember what I was wearing on my
The
arms.
finest quality merchandise. My thanks.
I think the only stuff really
Welcome,
worth
Miss Rios.
dismantling is like legendary and epic. I'm gonna be level 13 soon, so it wouldn't really be worth it to upgrade anything right now. Well, if it was Black Widows versus hamsters, I'm pretty sure Black Widows would win, considering they're one of the most well-known deadly spiders. I know, like, I know if Black Widows bite you, it's very likely to be fatal, but I wonder if, like, a person or an animal consumes a Black Widow, if they'll also get sick, because I imagine, like, spiders have venom just stored inside of them, and then that venom gets released during a bite, so, like, if you were to eat a spider for whatever reason, like a live poisonous one, I wonder if you would also get sick or die. But, and if that's the case for humans, that'd be certain for hamsters, because hamsters are so much smaller than us, so, yeah, I would say if it were Black Widows versus Black Widows versus hamsters, Black Widows would probably win that. But if it were something non-venomous, non-poisonous, like a household spider or something, like a very common spider, then I would say hamsters have a chance, assuming the hamster's interested in eating it. When I sent you a picture of the hot Cheetos I got at the grocery store today, I only got like a small number of things. Like I had a few plastic bags worth, but it wasn't a lot of groceries. It was just a small trip today, and the hot Cheetos were one of them. And I unpacked most of the groceries, most of what I had, except the hot Cheetos are laying on my bed right now, which I'm right next to, and it's very tempting to start eating them, even though, I mean, I'll drink, like, whatever's next to me, like, Coke or water or whatever, but I've never eaten on stream, and I don't think that's something I would like to do, because I feel like that'd be a little too disruptive. Yeah, I mean, spiders, I feel like spider to a hamster would be just about the same as a mealworm. It was, my hot Cheetos picture was too tempting for you.
The Sanctuary of Delphi. The gods themselves watch over this land.
Where you, bye mom, I'm gonna go, rob the corner store for some hot Cheetos. Okay, honey, be back soon. Don't get caught. Or did you legally purchase them with money and not steal them?
Important delivery for you, from a politician.
Oh, just what I needed. Take this for your trouble, mistios.
Oh, so we got a chunk of drachma, or a chunk of drachma and some orichalcum. So very close, but just not quite yet there for level 13. Hot Cheetos is Bay. I kind of wish Bay would come back as a slang word. Like, I feel like Bay isn't being used that much anymore. Or very little. I was just thinking of, like, some kind of slang word the other day that isn't really... Oh, Ratchet. Ratchet is the one I was thinking of. I wish people would start saying Ratchet again. Yes, we all know stealing is bad. You know, you keep messaging me about committing crime, and I keep telling you, no, we are honorable people. We do not commit crime. It's a little sarcasm there. Don't know where the synchronization point is. Let's, So the pointer only moves when I move. When I move, not just when I turn the camera. No, don't do that. There. Yes, bring back Bay. Bury YOLO. YOLO I haven't really heard at all. I feel like YOLO kind of died already. But yeah, Bay and Ratchet should come back. Oh, yeah, he does look like that. There's a statue in Catalonia. I'll message you the picture I took on Instagram. I didn't take it on here. I took it with my phone because I didn't think it's something that would be very good to screenshot on the stream. But yeah, if you think this one is funny, then I'm pretty sure you'll think the picture I took on my phone is funny. I feel like this can be a good picture if I find the right angle. me falling into a hole full of chicken nuggets. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever played any of the Assassin's Creed games, and I'm pretty sure this is a thing for most, if not all of them, but synchronization points, or rather more so in Origins, the previous Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and this one, synchronization points, which are just fast travel points. When you get those, and you synchronize, and they're usually at like a kind of a high altitude like that, there's always something like this that you can just leap off into, and then you don't get hurt. But fall damage in this game, you can fall like 10,000 feet or whatever, or 10,000 meters or whatever, and you you won't die. You'll come to like a sliver of health, but you won't die. And there's a perk, I think, that you can eliminate fall damage completely. But yeah, I fall into a pit of chicken nuggets. So I wish I got one like that. Maybe one of my pictures will have 48,000 likes. Yeah, so you're mainly into FPS games. Yeah, Odyssey, this one is only my second Assassin's Creed. My first one was Origins, the one that came before this. Origins I got, I think, either early this year or late last year. And I was never interested in the Assassin's Creed games before, because I was never really into the whole kind of, like, it centered around stealth, and I just don't like a lot of stealth in gameplay, like every now and then, but if the game focuses on stealth completely, it's not really something I care for. And Origins was the first one I ever had, and the first one I ever played, and I was never interested in playing them because the gameplay just didn't look appealing to me. Like, obviously it's a very popular series, and a lot of people like it, it just didn't feel like something I wanted to play. But when Origins was released, and I didn't get it right after, it took me a while to get it, because I didn't get interested in it till whenever I got it. But I feel like Origins was a big change from the whole kind of revolving around stealth to being more so like current games, like being more open world, adventure based. And I think a chunk of people didn't really like that change, which is understandable. And Odyssey, this one, kind of follows suit, gameplay wise, like how it's more adventure RPG like, not really revolving around stealth. But yeah, Origins I got into because that's kind of more of the gameplay I like, more so the game genre I like. I'm mainly into RPGs, or like kind of adventure type games like this. FPS games I was never really into until Destiny 1, and it took me a little bit to get into Crucible. And PvP was a thing that I never really liked before because I always felt like I'd never be good in PvP. And Crucible, I'm not a pro in by any means, but I'm certainly not the most terrible player.
Ah, Mistios! Well, aren't you a sight to my aged eyes? young, energetic. Perhaps I should just pay for your body instead of your help.
Well, this game is rated M. I've always wanted kind of an older... I've always wanted an older lover. I feel like I'll go for
All
sarcasm.
things get better with age, don't they? Even you.
The Oracle said that if I'm to live a long and happy life, I need to stay young at heart. But I mustn't lose focus. I need your help more than your magnificent body.
I'm glad
Oh
to
my
hear it.
god.
Korigos, my husband, is having some difficulties keeping up with my hunger for pleasure.
I imagine
No!
any man would.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
have
God.
many lovers, but he's my soulmate. When we're together, it's indescribable.
Then don't describe it.
When we were younger, we would run into the moonlit forest, shed our clothes, and pleasure each other until sunrise. Our howls of ecstasy would echo throughout the valleys.
I very much did not expect something like this from a side quest. I could follow with the sarcastic route.
I hope I'm as feisty as you at your age.
I'm feistier now than I've ever been.
What does this have to do with me?
I've learned of a powerful elixir, which if consumed will give someone the vigor and stamina of Eros. If you can gather me the ingredients, I can make it for my husband.
That kind of makes me think of the 1 year I've done of college so far, the year of 2015 to 2016. I think it was my first semester, the fall semester, in our psychology class, and it was just like a general psychology class. It wasn't focused on anything specific, but one day our topic was like human sexuality, I think, and part of the lecture, like the discussion, was human sexuality in older people, kind of like middle-aged and up, and everyone was just like, no.
Alright, I'll find the ingredients, if you promise to keep your nocturnal activities to yourself.
I have some drachmi, and Koragos has more. If you can bring me some bear scrotum and a deer
Oh my
I can
god.
make the elixir.
What kind of potion is
Is
this?
that all you need?
Don't worry, I'll reward you well. I'm sure Koragos will be thankful also.
Bear scrotum makes me think of Rocky Mountain oysters, which are, I think, bull testicles. Yeah, so definitely didn't think the stream would take this topic. Haven't looked at your comment yet. Most recent one. Does the game need to be played from the very first one? From the very first Assassin's Creed Odyssey to this one, I actually don't really know a lot about the Assassin's Creed series. I would say that kind of lore-wise, like history of the game-wise, things may kind of indirectly tie together, but the games... I mean, the numbered games like Assassin's Creed 2 and 3, maybe those are linear. I'd have to read up on those, but I'd say the series as a whole, you could start at kind of any, I guess. If you want the more traditional kind of stealth gameplay, how the series started, I would probably go with anything prior to Origins, which I think came out in 2017. Or if you just want to, like, more modern gameplay, I would go for Origins or this one, but yeah, I don't think you really have to start from the very beginning, unless you want to do it that way and just kind of go through all the story.
Where can I find a bear near here?
I heard there's a cave near the sanctuary that a large male bear has claimed.
Are there any deer nearby?
This is Fokis. There's deer all over the place.
This elixir sounds odd. Where did you learn about it?
Why, the Pythia told me about it. She's so wise solving a problem I didn't even know I'd have.
I'll be back with the ingredients soon.
Be right back, I'm gonna go castrate a bear. Grand Mount Parnassus. Okay, so they're both found the northern part of Grand Mount. Enough those. Kinda tired. And the northern part. Okay, so all this is northern. I think this may be the bear cave. It looks more like a kind of a fort area. The bear cave's gotta be one of these.
Shit! Got to smother it!
Stop, jump, and roll! I really just stepped into it for no reason. Okay, so it's probably this one, because this is a cave. Which if it is, I'm glad I picked this one first. Well, it doesn't say bear cave, but maybe there is a bear in here.
I need
Okay,
to
so
stay hidden.
it's not a bear cave, because it said bandit leader. I don't even have enough stamina for one bar. Guess I'm just gonna have to creep up on him.
That noise is annoying.
What? Oh my god. Maybe it's because there's a fire right there. Nope.
How much more can you take?
Not a lot more.
Just give up. This won't take much longer.
wonder if I can kick these off.
Away, child of Hephaestus!
No, can't kick it off, but I can set myself on fire. Level 13. I always try and get the Ring of Light, and I don't know why the Ring of Light wouldn't stay for at least the duration of the capture, but I try and get the Ring of Light. I forgot what I was saying before. Fable I know is exclusive to Xbox, and I think you can get it on or play it on PC like through Microsoft Store or whatever, but Dante's Inferno, I've heard of it, but I don't really know a lot about it, and I don't think I've ever played one. But yeah, I guess I would kind of compare those to this, because Odyssey is more like an adventure kind of RPG-ish game. And Fable is definitely like a very well-known RPG series. Dante's Inferno, yeah, like I said, I don't really know a lot about it, but I'm pretty sure it's like an adventure-style game, kind of like this. Or maybe I'd compare it more so to like God of War, kind of like the older ones, like 1 through 3. I knew you played Destiny and Overwatch, but I didn't know you played Rainbow Six Siege. I've heard that community is very toxic for that game. New ability. So few away from those. That row. So like if you're in a lobby waiting for a match on Rainbow Six, like you can still like chat, like communicate and hear other people. I think one or two of the people I watch on Twitch occasionally, they play Rainbow Six Siege, and I've only watched it a handful of times. I know it's a first-person shooter type game, but that I know for sure has, like, I've heard it has a reputation of being toxic. I know CSGO has a reputation of being toxic. Like I've heard people like Rainbow Six Siege if they can get past the toxic community. So do you just like not use a mic at all when you play Rainbow Six, or do you just keep your mic on mute? Because my headset that I use, like the one you see me wear on my Instagram story, it has like a little ways down the cord coming from the left ear. There's, I don't know really how to describe it, kind of like a, not really a rectangle, but just like a little piece where there's a volume wheel where I can control the volume going into the headphones. And then there's a little switch to turn the microphone on or off. It makes me think of way back when I was probably I think I was like 11. My dad, he took me over to one of his friends at the time house, and this was in Georgia. This was before I moved to Minnesota. This friend's house that we went to, she was a tattoo artist, and I guess I knew each other well, or they were good enough friends to where she would do tattoos for him in her house with her tattoo gear. And so he took me there one day while he was getting a tattoo done by her, and she had, I think, 1 or 2 kids that were kind of around my age. I think they were younger than me, but she had an Xbox 360, and I think Halo 2 or 3. I don't know what Halo was out at that time, but she let me play on it while she was doing my dad's tattoo to keep me occupied. And so I was playing the Halo, didn't really know what I was doing. I remember, I think in the campaign, I just kept killing my my team, like in the story, the companions you have, I just kept killing them and starting over because I thought that was funny for some reason. And then I don't know if I got myself into like online play, like PvP, but I don't know if I did it or they did it for me, like, oh, try this. But I remember I was on PvP, and again, I didn't really know what I was doing, so I was just constantly dying, and I didn't have a headset on. Pretty sure she had a headset, but I didn't have it on me. But you could still hear the chat audio coming through like the speakers of the TV, and it was a bunch of guys, I remember, and they were just like talking shit. So I was playing on her Xbox, and it was her gamer tag, and they were saying like gamer tag, like her gamer tag, why is this person playing like shit? And then I got confused. Like, I just didn't know what was happening, and so she heard. It was either her or my dad that heard, and then they came over, and they took the headset, like, put it in, and then they started talking back to the guys, and they were like, this kid is just, like, 10, 11 years old, just playing this game while we're doing something else. Just lay off. But, yeah, so, even back in the earlier days of online gaming, people are mean. Okay, so you do keep your headset to listen for the footsteps. Yeah, like, when I started streaming, like, when I started my YouTube channel back in July, actually, I didn't have my headset until, like, the 18th episode of Destiny 2 I did. But, like, prior to getting my headset and then, like, streaming with the headset and commentary and everything, I just played with, like, listening to the sound coming out of my TV, but when I started using my headset, and when I play Destiny, like, when I play Crucible, it was just, like, a world of difference. Like when you have headset, it's more so, like, surround sound, because, like, it's just over your ears, and the sound all goes into your ears. And when I started playing Crucible with headset, I could hear things that I never heard before when playing with just my TV speaker. Like, I could hear my footsteps, I could hear kind of others' footsteps. But yeah, that's definitely helpful to have like a headset when you're playing like competitive games like that. I've never heard of that, like players being able to kick someone from a game by vote. Heart pound in a 1v1. Black Ops 2 days. Footsteps. Yeah, back when I first got my headset, it's kind of hard for me to multitask. Like, sometimes I can't really play and talk at the same time. But yeah, when I first got my headset, and like started adding commentary to my streams, like I was saying when I was playing Crucible, because prior to that I would get kind of irritated during Crucible, like when I would start losing or when my team overall was doing bad. And I've never played Crucible with anyone in particular. I always go in with just like random matchmaking. But when I first started doing commentary, I was like, I think streaming and doing commentary helps make me calmer and not say bad things I shouldn't out loud. And then, so for a while, I felt like streaming helped keep me calmer when I was playing Crucible, whether or not I was losing. But I haven't played D2 in a while, but lately, like, the more recent D2 streams I've done, I started getting more frustrated and actually swearing when I play D2 now. So I guess that kind of calming effect is wearing off. You're all fancy. You can listen to a stream and play a game, and I can barely play a game while talking. I say that sarcastically, kind of humorously. See, that's what I want, but I have to go 3 more levels. I have to go further in the story. Break small shields. Further in the story. Level 16. Assassination knockout damage are increased by 20%. So knockout damage, I wonder if that means that Sparta Kick would be increased by 20%. Assassination by 20%. That'd go up by at least 900. Could upgrade my armor another 30%. Well, since I still have 3 more levels to go before I can get this row, I guess it wouldn't hurt spending a point now. So, from 468 armor to 576. So that's over 100 point. That's 108 point boost from 30% or 60. the previous level is 30%, and then went to 60%. So I don't know if it went up another 30% or if it went up 60%. Excuse me. Probably play it for about another half hour or so. Should be going to bed like right now, but I just want to play more. Sleep is overrated. When it comes to games and sleep, that's a very tough fight for me. But I do love my sleep. Don't get me wrong. You should play Hammond for a match or two, and then like post clips of that to Instagram or something. I think one of the recent times I was at GameStop, and my city, Duluth, has two GameStops, one in our mall, and one up past our Target. And I've been to the one by Target, but I usually don't go there very often, like very rarely. I usually go to the one in the mall, and so I get along pretty well with the guys in the mall one. And one of the guys, he said that Overwatch does free weekends every now and then, and he said if I'm interested in Overwatch but don't really want to buy it yet, that I should look up for one of those free weekends. And I said, yeah, I've thought about getting Overwatch solely for Hammond. Play Hammond for like 10 matches in a row and fail every single one. Or play one match with Hammond, lose, and your KD goes down to like -2. Really, as long as my KD in Destiny is above 1, I'll be happy. Yeah, I've been meaning to look up online like Overwatch free weekend, see if there's any coming up, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. I guess my main thing was I wanted to get to level 13, and none of these are time constricted, so I guess I can just go back to the blacksmith. Yeah, it'd be closer to fast travel. Been thinking of why I'm so hungry, and I thought, well, it's because the Cheetos bag is right next to me. But then I thought, well, it has been a few hours since I ate dinner, so I'll probably eat after I get off the stream. Eat and then shower and then go to bed. One thing I do every night is, I don't know if I told you this on Instagram, but I have, yeah, I think I did, because you sent me that Tom and Jerry gif. But I have 4 different DVD sets of, like, classic Tom and Jerry episodes. Not the new ones, because I don't like the new ones. I only like the classic ones, like, from the 40s to the 60s. And I have 4 different DVD sets of the classic episodes. Each set has 2 discs, so I have 8 discs of old Tom and Jerry episodes, and every night before bed, or rather as I'm going to sleep, because I don't really finish a whole disc before falling asleep, but I always have one of my Tom and Jerry DVDs playing, like, when I lay down to go to bed, because I just like, I like Tom and Jerry. Oh, we can equip these now. Yeah, I am picky with Tom and Jerry. I don't know if, like, the modern Tom and Jerry is still running it. It probably is. But yeah, there is. I mean, I may like the modern Tom and Jerry because I haven't really given it a chance. I'm not sure, but I guess I'm just, like, so invested into the classic episodes, like from the 40s to the 60s, that's what I like, and I don't really want to try out a modern take of it, even though, like, the core concept is still the same. It's Tom and Jerry. But I guess I'm just so fixated on the classics. Yeah, you eat like 2 foods and that's it. I'm surprised you're not like a pound. I'm surprised you haven't died from starvation or nutritional deprivation, vitamin deficiency. I'm just replying to a message on my phone. 8% assassin damage, so 8% assassin damage, but 7% warrior damage down. 4% hunter damage, 2% all damage. They are kind of cool.
Is there something you need?
Yes, I would like to sing you, I would like to sing you, no! I would like to sell you this single piece of bread. $32 more damage. $11 more. $15 more. Hoping he has some soft leather. He does. But it's 20 each. Maybe just enough to, like, sell legendary stuff. Or epic stuff. It's 27. Could do that. So I only need 20 more.
Please ask for anything you need.
647 armor now. Hunter damage and armor is almost the same, just off by 1 point. I didn't see this this last comment. Chicken nuggets is all I need. My fuel source is monster. Chicken nuggets is your sustenance, and then monster is your hydration. Instead of I don't remember if I've asked you if you drive or not, but so like next time you go to like a gas station or something, instead of like filling up the car with gas, they should just like make kind of like a gas stand, like where you take the nozzle out and then put it in your car, but instead of gas it's monster, and then they label it with your name, and then you just like you stand there, like you park yourself there like you would park a car, and then you just put the monster nozzle in your mouth, and then your monster tank goes to full. I'm stretching. I was sitting in my chair before playing because I was doing the work on my laptop.
Over here.
Oh, I should have quick saved. Fuck.
Alexios, isn't this remarkable? We're so close to the gods, I can feel Apollo all around me. How did it go with Elpinon?
We can talk later in private. Who's this?
Just a simple pilgrim.
He just saw the Oracle.
I couldn't help but ask if she's as glorious as they say.
Well, is she?
She left me with more questions than answers.
That's the Oracle for you.
You weren't lying. It really is the spear of Leonidas.
I may have mentioned you.
I would appreciate you showing a bit more secrecy.
Well, it's just he seemed interested in legends. Like you. I thought you might get along.
How did...
You know my spear just by looking at it? You're more than some simple pilgrim.
All things in Delphi are more than they appear. Even I. My name is Herodotus. I'm a storyteller. Or I was. This war is forcing us all to new extremes.
That much is true. Why are you hiding your identity?
I'm
Looks like
here
Nikolaos.
on behalf of a man in Athens. A very powerful man. We intend to finally end this war.
You told me you came to ask the Oracle a personal question.
War is personal, Barnabas.
So, you came to seek the Pythia's guidance on how to end the war?
I did. Though something is wrong in Delphi. Guards at every turn, people being turned away.
You don't seem convinced the Pythia can be believed. What did she tell you?
I asked her to show the path to the war's end. She said, spring should not wish for winter, as it brings death with it.
Such wisdom. I don't understand a word of it, but that's why she's in there and we're out here.
I know a threat when I hear one.
You were on Kefalonia for too long.
This line is ridiculous. Are there always this many people to see the Pythia?
These are more than just people. Every city sends a Fiori, or sacred ambassadors to seek guidance on behalf of their people. The Pythia not only shapes the destinies of individuals, but of the entire Greek world.
Imagine what power one would have if they controlled what came out of her mouth.
Apollo controls this.
Of course he does.
Delphi is nothing like they say. Has it always been like this?
No. This was once an open and welcoming place. But war changes things. People seek out the Pythia for more political reasons. Prophecies in times of war often stir violent emotions.
It's wise to keep your blades sheathed. Drawing blood in Delphi is considered an insult to Apollo. Punishment is severe.
I have my own questions for the Pythia, but this line... I'll be an old man by the time I see her.
You're joking! You carry more blades than a field of grass!
I didn't come here to start trouble.
Trouble? Just walk in! Who's going to stop you? The priest?
All right, but if things get out of hand, I'm blaming you, Varnavas.
Is he not every bit as great as I said?
I'm here to see the Pythia.
Only those chosen by the light of Apollo may enter.
How does one get chosen?
One goes to the back of the line.
Do I look like someone who waits in line?
Enter into the light of Apollo, the light that illuminates shadow. Choose your question wisely, mortal, for you have but one. Speak, truth seeker.
So Nikolaos told us to seek our mother, Marine. And she should give us the answers, so... if we find Marine, she should give us the answers. So if we ask for the father but we find Marine... I think you should ask where her mother is.
I lost my mother when I was young. I have to find her. Where is she?
It's you! From the visions! The child on the mountain!
How could you know that?
You need to leave. Now.
Leave? Do you have any idea what I've been through to get here?
Oh, but I do. I saw you feign ignorance in Kausos. You let an unknown sickness govern your decision. Innocents died thanks to you.
What?
But how?
No one can hide from the light.
Oh my
Please.
God.
I've
No.
come this far. You must have the answers I seek.
That little fucking choice.
Child of the mountain. The cult of Cosmos have eyes everywhere. They will kill you.
Cult of Cosmos?
The Oracle has spoken. The prophecy is yours.
You never answered my question!
The Pythia is done for the day.
I'm not leaving until I get answers!
Oh, fuck.
Herodotus, you're still here. Where's Varnavas?
He's gone back to your ship. You don't look happy with your prophecy.
She knew who I was.
She's the Pythia. It's her business to act like she knows you.
That was no act. She said she had visions of me as a child on a mountain.
What child hasn't stood on a mountain?
I was thrown from that mountain. My life started and ended on that mountain. I'm telling you, she knew who I was, what I'd done. Tried to warn me.
Warn you? About what?
She mentioned the cult of Cosmos. Does this mean anything to you?
I'd heard whispers. A cult unlike any other coming to Delphi. But I paid them no mind.
The Pythia seemed afraid of them. Guards took her away.
Took her away? Then the whispers were true. If this cult has corrupted the Pythia... This is devastating news. Do you understand what this means? Through her, the cult controls the world.
I need to speak with her, when she's not so well protected.
That would require a miracle from the gods. She is always protected.
Hey, welcome to the second person that came on the stream. Oh, but yeah, wow. Way back early in the game, one of the first side quests we got was from Phoebe, the little girl, to go to the village of Kausos that was burned down because of a plague, and there was one family left, like 4 people, and our choice was to let the guards and the priest kill the family, not knowing whether or not they were infected with the plague, and potentially save the whole island of Kefalonia, or we kill the guards and the priest and save the family, but potentially ruin the whole island of Kefalonia. And so the Oracle, having seen that I chose to have the family killed because I thought it would be better to sacrifice the few and save the many than save the few... Wait, no. Sacrifice the few and save the many versus save the few and sacrifice the many. But yeah, so because I chose to kill the family and potentially save the majority, the Oracle said that. Checking on these comments now. Okay, so Spider, you don't drive either, so we're in the same boat. And Daniel, hi. Okay, oh, I know, like, things will pan out, as I play the game more, but, what am I thinking? I was just kind of reflecting on, like, my choice that I made back in Kefalonia, and how it affected what the Oracle said.
You know more about the Pythia than I do. Where would she be?
When she's not in the Temple of Apollo, she's at her home in the Oracle of Delphi.
I can't go breaking down every door until I find her.
The Oracle's home is probably easy enough to spot. She'd be the only person in the Oracle of Delphi who can afford to live in luxury.
Where in the Oracle of Delphi does the Pythia live?
I've heard she lives on the outskirts of the village, but be warned, she will be guarded. Not everyone comes to see the Oracle with the best of intentions.
I'll find where the Pythia lives. And I will get answers.
Alexios, don't forget. Brute force is useless when finesse is required.
I feel like that was very suspenseful. Excuse me. Tomb of the first Pythia. Tomb of the first Oracle. Just replying to some messages on my phone. Alright, done replying to messages.
Gary, statesman. I don't suppose you could use a mercenary's help today?
I'm losing everything. Not only was my brother Alpinor murdered,
Oh.
but my whole political career is about to disappear too.
I still don't really know what these icons next to the dialogue options mean. Like, I know they represent things, I just don't know what each icon represents.
Elpinor? Can't say I've heard of him.
Elpinor was a kind and wealthy man. He financed my love for politics and protected me from harm. And now he's gone. I risk losing everything I have left.
Is there something I can do?
Ever since my brother disappeared, bandits have been attacking me. They're after the family fortune, and I'm left defenseless. If they take the money from me, then I can't continue my political career.
So you want me to gut every single bandit?
Every last one of them must be slain.
I'm in.
You're doing me a service, mercenary.
I'll come back when I'm done.
Oh, well, I mean, you play Overwatch, looking back through the comments, you play, you play Destiny, Overwatch, Battlefield 1, Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, I would say those games are kind of, like, common to stream. I don't know if I would say oversaturated market of those games, but considering that those are games that are very popular to stream, I would say that, I mean, like, you could jump into it, and maybe people who like watching those games are looking for new streamers of those games to watch. I mean, you're listening to my stream right now, and you see that I don't have a camera set up. I don't think you've watched any of my previous streams, but in one of my recent ones, like I think 2 or 3 streams ago, I said how I did figure out how to add an overlay to my stream while streaming on PS4, but it involves using my laptop and juggling or I shouldn't say that juggling a computer and a PS4 at the same time would be difficult, but my laptop isn't very powerful, so I kind of want to wait until I get a more powerful computer to revisit that idea. But my laptop has a camera, so if I did go through with adding the overlay, I could add footage, like from my camera on my laptop, so I could add my face to my streams if I would use my laptop in connection with my PS4 through remote play. But aside from that, I don't have a PlayStation camera, so without using my laptop and without a PlayStation camera, I have no camera to add my face to on my streams. So right now it's only my voice coming through my headset. I mean, I think a lot of Twitch streamers do have a camera of some sorts, but I have come across a few streams that are like mine where it's only voice but no camera. So I would say if you want to dabble in it, I would say don't let the lack of a camera or lack of games that you think would be worth streaming keep you from doing it. I would say it's still worth trying out, even if you only have a headset, or if you only have a few games that you think would be worthwhile streaming. Yeah, it was kind of a process to figure out because what I was using was Streamlabs OBS, which stands for Open Broadcasting Software. And since I primarily game and stream from my PS4, there's like no way to add it directly from my PS4. That's just not something you can do. So the way to get around it, if you stream off a console, is you I don't know if you can do this for Xbox One, I just know for PS4, but what you do is you download Remote Play software on your laptop or desktop, and the way Remote Play software works is you download it on your laptop or computer or whatever, you enable the setting on your PS4. The PS4 can be on or it can be in rest mode, but it can't be off. It has to be connected to Wi-Fi or an internet connection, preferably wired either way, whether it's on or in rest mode. And then your laptop or computer, wherever you are, is like that has to be connected to internet too. And then when you set up remote play, your PS4 basically streams to your laptop and laptop, desktop, whatever you're using, and it turns into like a second screen, like it's a TV. The computer itself isn't running PlayStation software, it's not running PlayStation games. The PlayStation itself is running, but it's streaming the screen onto the computer using remote play. And then remote play is its own window, so if I were to go on my laptop right now, do remote play, set it up, then I can add an overlay to the window of remote play, and that's how you would add an overlay to a PS4 stream. So like once you know how to do it, in a way it's kind of simple to figure out, but at the same time it's also to me it feels like a lot of steps to jump through, like a lot of hoops to jump through. And since my computer isn't really powerful, like it only has 4 gigabytes of RAM and my phone has 4 gigabytes of RAM, my laptop can handle it, but not as well as if it were more powerful. Obviously, I would say within the next year or two, whether it's a desktop or a new laptop, I do want to get a more powerful computer. And considering that I've been streaming for almost 3 months now without any overlays, I think I'll be just fine going without them for a while longer, however it may be. But yeah, it is kind of a lot of steps to jump through if you play on PS4, but if you play on like PC, then it's less hoops to jump through if you're using something like OBS software to add overlays. I think I was gonna reload and try different dialogue options for that. Yeah, maybe you'll get lucky and have like 2 million followers tomorrow, watching your Overwatch Hammond clips.
Here, statesman.
I'm losing.
Let's see what happens if I say I killed Elpinor.
I am the one who killed your brother.
You bastard! You will pay for what you did to him. He was massacred. You deserve a fate worse than death.
Oh, so you just failed it. No, I forgot what I was gonna do. You had 400 subscribers, but I stopped posting and then everyone stopped reading my vids and I came back search. Oh, okay, so the account that I follow you on and that we message on is your new account, and I haven't looked at your account recently. You have a little over 100 now, so you had 400 before, and then you stopped posting. Yeah, that makes sense, kind of like restarting. Oh, wait. No. Yeah. Didn't want to save on the wrong one. Oh, fuck. Weather says it's supposed to snow in the next hour and a half here. I don't want snow. It's only October. Snow can come in November. Followers, subscribers, same concept. Yeah, like, I try and stream daily. Like, there have been some days where I missed it, and then I try and post on Instagram once a day, but again, every now and then I miss it, so I do try and keep up pretty frequently with that. But then there was the 3 weeks that I was off both Instagram and streaming, and I remember I made a post about that when I finally came back, and then I told you about it. But yeah, and now I'm almost at 300 followers now on my Instagram. I know a chunk of those are from when I was in high school, like people I went to high school with, and from the town I went to high school in. But aside from that, my Instagram is growing, which I'm happy about. And then I have 10 subscribers now, I think, on YouTube. But I'm gonna quit playing now. I'm gonna cut the stream because I do have to work tomorrow, unfortunately, which I wasn't very happy about, because I only got, like, they asked me, actually they wanted me to work today too, but I worked my other job. But yeah, like 1 day's notice to work a shift I wasn't scheduled for this week. But then again, it's extra money to support my gaming addiction. But yeah, I'm gonna cut the stream now and have some of my hot Cheetos and then shower and go to bed. So thank you, Spider, for coming on. I'm surprised you didn't say sleep is overrated again. But yeah, anyone who watches this stream in the future, thank you for your interest in my channel. Handle for my Instagram will be in the description. So thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys later.